Hello, so this is me first trying to use the Zinger swing machine for another contraption that I'm trying to do. Maybe not contraption, I mean it's a good word, but maybe there is a better word for contraption. And so first I'm going to show you what is my problem. I have a large cell phone that I'm using it now to record this video, but for the sake of the example, I will use this one to show you what I'm trying to achieve. So I have this I have this smartphone phone holder for the wrist. So you're placing it here like this, only now to make it tighter. Okay, and now I have one small pocket for my keys, my credit card, whatever, and the large one is for my cell phone. And then I can go running, but the only thing left for me to do while I'm running is to use earpieces for music. So I'm placing those on my ears, and then I connect my cell phone to the earpieces, turning on the music, selecting what kind of a playlist I want to listen to, and also I can start recording my running track, my course, my lane, because I want to know at the end how much I ran, what the length, the speed, the and basically be able to track one running after another, how what is my progress, if I getting better, or just to have it as a record for the history, just to have it, nothing special. So anyway, I'm trying to do this because I want to I believe that there is too much light from the outside, so maybe this would be a little bit better. I will try to also hold it. So let's put this one. Okay, so the thing is, I bought this one, which is whatever amount of inches height and width, but it's not good enough if you have a smartphone. And the smartphone, that if you go back from let's just say Samsung Galaxy, from what was many years ago, Samsung Galaxy S3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 20, 21, 22, 23, and now 24, or maybe already 25 going to be. So the cell phones always getting larger. So in the sense that if back then you have for instance Galaxy S8 and the S8 Note, so today the simple version, the Galaxy 24, is the same size as the S8 Note. And then if you want to have the Galaxy S24 Note, it's gonna be much larger, like a combination, not combination, an average between a tablet and a cell phone. So basically all of the phones are becoming larger, maybe thinner, but all in all larger. And then if you put around it an armor case because you wanted to protect it, so it becomes even larger. And then these cases are not suitable for that large of phone. So every time I'm trying to, meanwhile I'm running, exercising, jogging, and I'm want to switch to another song. I want to check out my route through my application tracking, the GPS application tracking, and whatever other reasons that I can do on my cell phones. I want to be able, meanwhile, at this, as I am running, also to be able to pull out the cell phone from this holder to do whatever I need to do and then put it back, and it should be very easy. But because those smartphones become larger, and additionally this armor case make it even larger, then it's harder to take it like this, and you see it doesn't go very easy, and I need to hold it with my two hands, this one like this, and then forcefully push it inside like this, and then it goes inside. And to do it meanwhile I'm running, it's not very convenient. So what I'm trying to do is to create a larger case for my cell phone. Now the thing is, this case, which is latex, I don't know, the fabric here is very soft and little bit elastic, so it is very comfortable on my skin. Of course, you need to be aware of this catch, that this spiky, there are two sides. So the spiky side, you don't want it to touch your clothes, because then it can stick onto your clothes and damage your the fabric of your shirt. So you need to be attach it very precisely. Then all of those teeth only touching this area and not your clothes. And anyway, I try to purchase only the band itself without the case, and bought this one for as a solution. But the thing is that the band that I was able to find was a little bit smaller, because this is width of about 2 inches. So I was able to find something a little bit less wide, let's just say 1.8 or whatever. And also the elasticity and the strength of the band was much weaker. I don't remember where I've placed it to show you, but whatever. So at the end of the day, and also when I have in this case, this fabric here is a little bit not comfortable, this mesh, I don't like it on my skin, but this fabric here is much better. So what I want to do is basically have this kind of a large case that I bought for passport. So you can put it on your neck like this. I'm not sure what is this, to make it shorter, longer, to put it like, I don't know why do you need this kind of thing, but beside this, this is a small bag for passport basically. So the good thing about it is waterproof, it's very light, you can place the cell phone inside, and it's even protect you from the rain like this, because rain cannot enter from above because you can close it and it's waterproof. And there are a little bit of additional places to um, put your credit card, your keys, and other stuff you want to put it. You want to put in, but the problem is that it is very weak. And if you want to have a good cell phone holder that it will hold um, in the same form, you don't want it to be able to bend easily. Now, also, if you put it on the wrist, it's gonna bend like this, and then you cannot put the cell phone inside anymore. So what I'm trying to do is to make it that it will remain straight in a way. Also, I want to make that this, which is much larger, that you can just simply you see I'm holding it, and when I'm losing the grip, it falls right in. I don't need to push it firmly, to push it in very strong. But the thing is, I want that the opening will be initially wider. So what I will have this little piece of leather. I will attach it here in this way, and then I will force it. You see that it's in a way like some kind of a triangle. So now I'm forcing it to be open. So it's much easier to push this inside, and I'm still trying to figure out how to connect this to here, and also I don't need this. So what I will gonna do is first I will wait a minute. I will first turn this sewing machine and do all of the necessary preliminary steps to get this thing ready, and then I will start my contraption. First of all, I want to find the scissors. So, oh no, I'm gonna cut it, and it's gonna be ruined. Anyway, so let's do this. This is one. This is two. I don't need this. Maybe I will save it for another thing. Let's put it here. And so this is very comfortable. As you already can see that what I was trying to do here basically is this zipper is remained intact because I want to be able to close it to put here the keys that they won't fall. But this one, which is very small for my phone, I broke this zipper apart and tried to stretch it a little bit, that it will be able to, that I will still be able to use it, but maybe I will be able to make it maybe 1 or 2 few millimeters larger, but basically it didn't work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it. So I will have only this back and the band, the strip, and the front size I will throw away, and I will use this for the front. So let's first start doing this thing. One, go around it, pull it through this little hole to hold it. Now this gonna be clicked here. Nice. And then no more, less. guess it's fine. Now I need to hold it and okay, I need to turn it on, and I need to do, I guess I just need to pedal. So something didn't work. So let's do the first, I'm not sure, like this or like this. So let's start by hand a little bit. And now okay, something is clearly not as I saw on the tutorial. Also, this is a very strong feather, but little bit slippery, so I'm not sure what I need to do. So let's do a little bit by hand, or more than a little bit. Okay. Okay, nice. So this is done. Now I need to understand what I need to do next. So YouTube for a little bit. Let's see what is the next step for me to do. YouTube, and the drunkard accident. No thanks. Now I want to do. Wait a minute. Where is? Okay. So Zinger, swing machine, how to operate step by step. Let's click on it and
hi, Dominica here from East. Now the first thing we need to do, so I'm going to, next we need to load the bobbin into the machine. So I'm going to remove the cover here.
so I didn't know this little thing called bobbin, which is bobbin. So okay, wait a minute. So I need to push this one. Okay, I need to probably this and this. Okay, now I can take this. This is empty, so let's put it here because I don't want to lose it. And clockwise or counterclockwise, I presume it's gonna be.
Okay, here's our bobbin that we put thread onto. So you need to make sure your thread is running in an anti-clockwise direction there.
So it's anti-clockwise. So what I actually thought it's gonna be clock or anti-clockwise. So it's everything now makes sense. So if this is inside.
So if you hold the bobbin up, it should look like the letter P. So just remember the letter P. So I'm going to drop the bobbin in there. And then at the front here, you will have a tension blade. So the thread needs to be running
in
the
between
tension blade and the bobbin case there. Alright, I'm just going to leave that thread.
So what she's saying is from here, this little bit of blade or whatever it is. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it like this as well.
To the side for now.
On the side for now.
Next we're going to thread the top of the sewing machine. So I've just changed over the colour thread just so you can see the difference between my top thread and the bottom bobbin thread. So the first thread guide is this one here still. Make sure it's sitting in that thread guide. Now this is the second thread guide, so you need to go under that one. And next we need to run the thread down the front of the machine here, so it's the number 3 here. Now in here you will find the tension discs, so make sure that your presser foot is in the up position if it isn't already.
So it's up.
So we're going to wrap the thread under this part here, and we're kind of going to come up to the take-up lever. Now if your take-up lever isn't all the way up, use your hand wheel and turn it towards yourself to get it in the highest position. Place your thread over the take-up lever and the thread should be sitting in that little hole at the front there. Next your thread will run down the front of the machine here, and there'll be 2 more thread guides at the top of the needle bar here. So there's a thread guide at the top here, and then there's another thread guide right at the top of the needle bar. So I like to hold the thread out with my left hand like this and then use my right hand to hook that thread around.
So let's do the same thing. My left here, my right. Okay, so many guides.
Hi, I'm Christine, founder of UNI.com. What is UNI.com?
Great.
Now the next step is to thread the needle. So most of these Singer heavy duty sewing machines have a built-in needle threader, unless you have the 4411, and then unfortunately you'll need to thread the needle by hand. So your needle threader is up here, so you need to pull that down. Now it should stay down by itself. Now if you find that it's not staying down by itself, then that will mean that the needle isn't in its highest position. So use the hand wheel to get the needle into the highest position. Pull that needle threader down. Okay, so the next step is wind or hook that thread around the hook on the side here, and then there'll actually be another tiny hook that's coming through the eye of the needle. So you need to make sure the thread is hooking under that tiny hook that's going through the eye of the needle, and then just slowly push the needle threader up, and that hook should bring the thread through the needle, and you should have a tiny loop at the back there. Hopefully you can see that. And then you just pull that loop at the back, and that should pull the thread all the way through. Now if you're threading the needle by hand, make sure you thread the needle from the front through to the back of the needle, like that.
From the back to the... like this. Okay. I need to do it by hand because... Nice. I'm glad I got this over with.
Okay, so the last step here is to bring the bottom bobbin thread up through the needle plate. So what I like to do is use my left hand to hold the thread out to the side here, and then I'm going to use my right hand to turn the hand wheel towards myself. That'll make the needle go down, and I'll come back up. And as that happens, you'll see that pink top thread go over the bobbin there, and it's going to pick up that bobbin thread. And if I just
Okay, so So this is good, this is also good, and now I need to properly close this cover or whatever the name of it.
Gently pull this top thread. You can see that bobbin thread come through the top there. So I'm just going to pull that bobbin thread out. Okay, and then I'm going to place the threads
Underneath,
under the presser foot
of course.
and towards the back of the machine.
To the back.
And you'll know when your bobbin thread is threaded correctly because you should see that thread running over the top of the bobbin.
Running
like
over,
okay.
good.
So to finish off, I'm just going to replace the bobbin cover there.
Bobbin cover. So this is the word for
Okay,
it.
and now the machine
Wait a
is...
minute. Maybe like this. Like. Oh, it probably should be like this. Oh. Great! Now?
Okay, so let's go through a few of the features on the sewing machine before we start sewing.
I don't care. So this is good enough. The length, let's do it there too, which is it's not centimeters or inches, it's 2 decimals, I don't know, 2 something. Let's say that this is okay. And yeah, let's start to do this thing. So first I want to put this one to hold it, so I'm going to be like this. I wanted to I don't know, probably here, but probably it's not a good word. I want it to be sure that this is where I wanted it to be. I don't think it's that matters at the end of the day, so let's try to do this. I don't need a lot, I just need a little bit. Will it work or not? That's the question. So it doesn't able to penetrate here. Maybe it's too thick. To move it around a little bit. Or even more than a little bit. I think it's gonna be fine right now. Yeah, hopefully. Works. No. wasn't able to. It's not easy to penetrate because it's very thick, not easily being done, but I somehow were able to do this after all. Now there should be a reverse, but I'm not sure where is it. So at least I was able to do this. Fairly, it's not the best, but at least it's something. This was interesting. It is torn. Unfortunately, surprisingly, it's not as good as I would have hoped for, but this is what it is. It's not easy to. It's not an industrial sewing. It's not an industrial sewing machine, so I'm doing my very best with this. But I don't know. But it does make the job done. At least I was able to position it exactly where it should be. Now, let's open this one. Sorry. I need this part to do again. The needle is a little bit bended. little bit of saliva makes it easier. Yes. So let's continue. First, let's wait a minute. Where is my plier? Or maybe forgot to. God damn it. No, not with this. I should have a better device. No, this is backups. And are the only ones that I have for as a backup. Maybe I will also do it by hand with much larger needle. But this is the reason why I cannot continue, because this hard surface. And so shoot. This is not what I had in mind when I started this. But I only need a little bit. Like a 1 inch, and that's it. Yes, unfortunately the rest might have to do by hand. Whew. Wow. So this is like kind of, but really not as I wanted it to be, but this is the best that I could. At least it holds. So there is this. Now I'm going to do this thing. A lighter. This is already empty. Unbelievable. Just a second. Now let's see I'm gonna connect this into that thing so I can use the outer area. Let's see. So first thing first, to cut it. Not sure exactly where, but maybe I do. That's it. I cannot use this one for runnings anymore because that's it. Once it's been cut, it's done. I need to continue continue further on into finished my contraption today, because otherwise I have neither this nor that. Great. You don't need you. So yeah, this is it. And if I'm already in this position, why won't I strengthen the band here, that it will be able to hold for many more years to come? So why not? Again, it was bent, the needle. Unbelievable. Oh, this is frustrating. I don't care if I continued to. Unbelievable. I need to buy much stronger needles. Trying to bend it back. I think I was able to bend it back. Now we need to be careful. livable with this. Where I've placed this one is. So those are very weak, and I will have to purchase another much stronger ones. But for now I'm gonna do with this, and hopefully I will be able to finish it. Anyway, this is my first time ever to use this swing machine. I've used before much older version of Zinger, like a version of 80 years ago, because it was adapted from the hand pedal, the 40 pedal, into an electrical one. So we took it to an electrician or someone that transformed our other very old Zinger from the old version to one that can be operated by electricity. So maybe I'll have to place here a little bit of a hole that, I don't know. A little bit larger. But it didn't took it. Oh, because otherwise it would have worked. So where is it? Let's do it again. Oh my god. So 1, 2, 3. Hopefully it won't happen again and I will be able to finish this freaking thing. Whew. Now let's hold it. At least now, it looks like it's gonna work out. I'm doing few steps because I want it to be very strong there. Well, this is how it should be in the first place. Now I don't need to burn it with the lighter because there are too many steps in and out. Yeah, now I see. This is a much stronger than what it was just a second ago. Now also the other side, because Okay. Nice. Okay. Now the final part. So this is supposed to be like this, right? According to the zipper here. So let's see. I'm going to connect it. It's a bit hard. To know exactly where and how to connect it properly. But let's just say that this probably gonna be a good option. Now I want it to be here a little bit higher. This is, I don't know which one is better. I guess like this. This is, I don't know what to do here. I'll do the best that I can do with what I've got, basically. It's getting so thick here that it's hard to pull it in the right direction, but I can do a little bit here and there, and that's it basically. Maybe this will be enough. I do hope that, yes, I was able to sew. So goddamn thick in this area, but find a place that it is a little bit better. Unbelievable. Happened again. So I'm getting better at this at least. Well, let's continue this, or let's try another area. But I need several places that it will be connected. Otherwise it won't work as I wanted it to be. You annoying? God. Maybe I need to push it while I'm doing it. This is not the reverse. So what is width, needle position? There must be a way to do a reverse. Is on and off.
So this large dial on the front here, this one is your stitch selection. Okay, so at the moment it's on straight stitch and line it up with the white dot above it there. This dial here is the stitch length, so it changes the length of your stitch. So I usually sew it at a 2.5 to a 3 stitch length, so let's leave it on a 3 for now. This dial up here which says width, that will change the width of your stitch if you're doing a zigzag stitch. So if you're just doing a straight stitch, you'd probably just leave it on a 0. You can also use that stitch to change the position of your needle slightly. So have a play around with it, but usually it will sit on a 0. If you move the dial, you'll see the needle slightly moving to the left. This dial here says needle position. So at the moment you can see that the needle is in the middle position. So you might like to change your needle so it's all the way over to the left, or you can go the other way so your needle is all the way over to the right. This dial here is your tension, so usually if you're sewing standard cotton fabrics you leave it at a 4, but if you want to change your tension for anything then you can do that quite easily there. Okay, this button here is your reverse stitch, so when you want to lock your stitches and sew backwards, push your reverse stitch down, okay, and that will lock your stitches in. As I pointed out before and I've used in the video, this is your hand wheel, so always turn the hand wheel towards yourself, okay. You've got a little compartment on the front here, so I just keep it down below, okay. And this is the bottom board. I hope you found this video. I hope you down below. Okay, so to get sewing, I'm going to place my fabric under the presser foot, and for now I'm just going to use the edge of the presser foot as my guide. I'm going to use the lever at the back of the machine here to lower the presser foot, and this will engage the tension discs that are in the front of the machine here. Okay, I've got my stitch on straight stitch. Now, just a little tip with this machine, sometimes when you're just starting your sewing, the top thread can come unthreaded. So I like to just hold the thread tails out to the side until I get started. So I'm going to do a few stitches. And then don't forget to reverse stitch to lock your stitching in.
So I need to click maybe even harder. Okay, this will help me, hopefully. I don't understand it completely. Well, I found a good way to do it after all, somehow. Okay. Well, this is strong. I'm glad it's built to last. There is gonna be a tough area here up ahead, but at least for now gonna do the best that I can with this. And I'm not exactly sure how. I mean, what I can do, I don't really need all of this thickness to begin with. So let me think. Okay, I need to open this. Which now I'm thinking about why I didn't do it in the first place. But sometimes I cannot think all of the things ahead. I mean, I'm trying to anticipate, and I'm usually good at it, but now I wasn't being able to do what I needed to do in the first place. But it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it from now on. Okay. Now it will be much easier. Very good. So at least most of it I was able to do here as I should have it done in the first place, but at the end of the day it doesn't really matter as long as I'm eventually in one way or another I will be able to do it. So yeah, so because of it I don't really care. it is being stuck. I thought that this has happened. What can I say? So I won't start here next time. Also, I wonder if it is also the reason of the high tension, like like how that you might have heard through the video YouTube tutorial. So it just might be one of the reasons. Because like in any other thing, too much or too little is not the way to do stuff. You need to find the middle ground. The hole in this needle is smaller than the other ones. Yes. Now I left something for cooking. Okay, I am back. I took the thing off because I don't want to burn my food, and now I can continue. So let's start from here, basically. What the hell is going on here? I think it's the problem of the needle. Yes. Unbelievable. My last needle right now. I don't have any more needles. Completely bent. How? Why you are so weak? please work and don't break or bend or whatever, because I'm getting tired of losing needles. Yeah, too much. Nothing? I don't understand this device. It's like in 1 second it was okay, and the other one, not so much. It's starting to get annoyed. annoying. Again, no. Oh, it trembles. Again. I mean, I don't understand what the heck is going on. Maybe it was a twist. Maybe the tension is a bit too high. It doesn't matter exactly what the problem is. I need to be able to figure it out and continue to use it better than what I was able to accomplish until now. You do here. So even though I cut, it still doesn't work. Okay, this is better. God damn it! I'm done for today. I cannot continue because this fucking needle, I'm sorry for the language, also bend. So I cannot continue today. So let's continue this contraption in another day. buy much more heavy duty needles after next time. Where is this metal thing? So maybe I won't make another video. I will just going to finish it and show you at the end of the video the result after I basically finished with it. At least this area is done, very strong. Now this area is also done, and now I need to have the ability to find something to hold basically here, from here to here, but at least those two areas are holding now very firmly, and I can do this by hand because I need to go inside, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but for at least for now, let's see, because it is, most of it is done, so I'm gonna need to place it like this, basically. A minute. So once this will be connected here, it will be much better. But let's see. Well, I don't know if it is actually better, because I don't know. But this is what I would able to achieve. Maybe I will need to cut this. Maybe it's not the right thing to do. At least it's very easy to place it inside. I don't know. So, do I have a needle that I can do it by my hand? And see if I can continue it by myself right now without this sewing device. Now what? Let's try to find a needle. Luckily I have a needle I was able to find. So let's see. Let's take as much as I need. I didn't want to do it with my hand, but yeah, whatever. How I can penetrate it easily? I don't have this cool device. I'm gonna do it by hand. Okay. Before I'm going to continue, I need to make here a tie. Very hope so that this will do the job that it was supposed to. This is much larger needle than this one, so it's much easier to pull it through. Just a second. Okay, it's too long thread, but this is what I've decided to do. So I have to stick with it. So maybe I will be able to use this for today on my run, because I want to do a jogging today, or run, or whatever you want to call it. So maybe this will still gonna be good enough, and on a later point when I will have a better needle for my sewing device, I will do a little bit of reinforcement. But for now, this is like the old days where anything should have, that all of everything, wait a minute, that you should have done it by hand. It was very not labor intensive in matter of it wasn't hard. I mean, I'm sitting down and I don't need to carry heavy stuff, but it's something that can take hours to do. A lot of patience also. So there is a device that you can put on your finger, and then you can push the needle in without damaging your finger, because otherwise the needle will penetrate your finger instead of penetrate the thing that you're trying to penetrate. So I don't know what the name of this device. I call it a finger cap, but whatever. A finger cover, if you will. I don't have this. And this method that this is what I used to do when I was much younger. It was a good solution. I really hope so, that it's gonna work out. Now also this needle is a little bit bended because it's very old one. I have this needle for 10 years, 20 years, I'm not sure how many. Maybe it also belonged to my mother at some point. I don't know, it's very old, but worked just as fine. So at least now it's holding in this position. Now I made a knot here, and I can do a little more, and I see that this is much longer than I need to use in the first place, so it's much easier to handle from now on. Now, which area is more important to cover? The upper one, or not sure which one is more important to do. Anyway, this I need to take down right now. I forgot to do it in time, but I can do it right now, at least most of it. That's it. So this is good enough. Doesn't matter. I will take off afterwards a broom or air vacuum, and I will clean it all up. So if it falls on the floor, I don't care. Now, what I need to do here or there, I don't know. So I do know that I need to go as higher as I can, in here at least. Here I need to penetrate much more layers. Maybe I can show you in closer look. So now I'm gonna penetrate from here. And here is on the other side. Now again, so first with my hand just a little bit to understand, let's say here. Now I need to put my hands on the other side in a place that I know that the needle won't touch it. Now in. As you can see, it didn't hit my finger. I put it in the right place. And this is how I need to go on and on and on until I'm gonna think that, okay, this is maybe will be enough to stop right there. That this is surely will gonna hold. I was barely able to pull it through. But eventually it doesn't have a choice. Because I'm using high force. What is the problem here? Once you're getting the hang of it, you become a machine. It's like very repetitive, you're getting used to it. It's much easier. Yeah, this is already much better. So at least major places here was with my sewing machine, and now the finale is the old-fashioned way, which I don't care. I have patience. I am patient man. I have a man with a lot of patience. And it's also a very therapeutic, because all my focus is on it, so it's nice, and I will be able to see how it actually works at the end of it. Now I'm only doing this place, the corner here, because this corner represents this section and this one. So once this area is okay, the rest doesn't really matter. In matter of the integrity of the job, if you want to call it integrity of the job, or something like this. I think that after this, it's gonna be enough for me. It's just a weird noise because I didn't grab it as I should have, but the needle is intact, so everything is fine. And I think that in any case, in any way, I think that I'm happy with this. I don't care. I'm not going to continue. Let's make another knot. One final. Now I'm going to take it inside. now I don't even need to cut it. Just go inside and that's it. I don't care. You can do the same, but I don't need all of it anymore. And then will be the moment of truth. If I actually was able to do it, and if it is actually working. So this is it. So this is how it looks from up close. So you're all the time. Stay. So because the video is moving, very nice. So this one is holding very firmly. At least the needles survived it, and those important areas as well. This now it's you see how it's connected here, and also a little bit here, and this is for now nothing here. So this is it. Now the moment of truth. You can clearly see how much this case is larger. I didn't need to have this large. Maybe how much is it basically? Now we'll be able to measure it. So the original it's 7 inches about on 7 on 4, not large enough. And this is, let's say that this is also 7, but maybe a little bit more, 7.2 maybe, and instead of 4 it's 6. So for me 5 would have been much better, because I want it to be just 1 inch bigger and not 2 inches bigger, but I can only use what I can use. I didn't find this kind of a case that is 5 inches. It doesn't exist. So I'm using only what is available. Now this is like this. Now let's position it a little bit higher or rotate it. Let's just say that this is okay. And okay. I can do even this. Let's try to run a little bit with it. So I'm doing like I'm running. Not bad. Now I'm running, so in the time that I'm running, I'm taking like this. Let's change the song. Oh, nice! I did already one mile. I have one mile, another 1 mile to do. Okay, this is where I am. This is the pace. Okay, nice. Now, just drop it. Nice. like the one in the Instagram profile that's checking a lot of products, so I'm gonna describe it as he is describe it. This is gold. Bye bye.